score so photogenic. All I know is to go get it. Shoot my shot, now I ain't gon' miss it. All I know is to go get it. All my life I've been a go-getter. All I know is to go get it.
The onset of fall weather, certainly a welcome occurrence for folks in Silicon Valley, and we've got football on a gorgeous day here in Santa Clara as we are situated at Levi's Stadium. Today we've got a Week 6 matchup for you here between the Arizona Cardinals and the San Francisco 49ers. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. No run back here on the opening kickoff as we'll start at the 25. Give them 15 yards to start their first drive of the game. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. And a strong run that time as he's across midfield and down to the 43. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 43. Now this time Murray to throw it. And he wisely will throw that one away. Well, remember, these two teams met earlier in the year in Santa Clara with the Niners coming out on top. So a win here in Santa Clara would give them the season series. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Miles Sanders, first carry of the game. He'll get this up to the 34, and a good lane opening up right away for him. Murray going to try to throw on 3rd down. He's got Sanders on the out route. It's caught. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 15-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. Kyler Murray with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Cardinals are on the board first here this afternoon. Not the first time on this drive we saw him take matters into his own hands, and this time he finishes things off with a touchdown run.
You're not going to be happy with me, but I think he took matters into his own feet, didn't he?
Oh, Davis from the top rope. I like it. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Looking for Cooper, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Byron Murphy. And the Cards are going to take possession of the football. So already trailing, Charles, they opted to try to take a shot on their first play from scrimmage. Obviously, that one didn't pan out.
Absolutely not. And how about the momentum that's being created now? You score, you take it away, big return. You got a chance to go up 2 touchdowns here early in the game. That'll feel great for their team.
And he's got it down to the 28. Well, this defense for the Niners, they put together a strong effort last week in the win over Chicago.
And what I saw on film was a nearly unstoppable pass rush. 5 sacks last week, plenty of hurries given up. So now what do you do on offense? You just max protect, keep everyone in and run the ball, or maybe just 1 or 2 receiver routes in order to try and keep your quarterback upright.
They'll run with Sanders, and he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. Back at the 5-yard line now, 2nd and goal. Once again with Sanders, and he will get into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Miles Sanders, his 3rd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Cardinals are off to a 13-0 first quarter lead. Extra point right down the middle, and that'll make the score 14-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown, so decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan, or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Pressure comes, and the Cardinals bring him down. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. They're going to look to throw. And that'll be incomplete.
And this drive is almost over before it began thanks to a great defensive effort. Sack on 1st down, followed by an incompletion. 1 more good rep, and they get off the field.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. They'll set up a throw. He's got a man, complete. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. They'll look to throw here on 1st down. The first catch of the game for George Kittle. They find some open field here. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, 49ers. Well, Charles, he's still a young signal caller in this league, 2nd year in the NFL. But I don't know if last year as a rookie, if he would have worked through his progressions like he did on that touchdown pass.
I think you're right about that. We're seeing him grow up right in front of our eyes because when he went to his primary read, he recognized that they were all over that. So he continued to survey the field, picked up another target, delivered a pass exactly where it needed to be. A very mature play for the 2nd-year quarterback.
And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Now, they dipped a game below 500 following the loss last week, and you get the sense that maybe this team's at a little bit of a crossroads here.
Yeah, I think that's a really good way to put it because what's that old malaprop? If you come to a fork in the road, take it. Because this crew, they're losing ground fast. They've got to start winning some ball games. And the good teams, they're starting to separate themselves, and these guys are being left behind.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Moore, the man in motion. From the 30 on second down, Murray. Looking left side, and it's complete. On the move past the 40. A huge play there for Arizona. 46 yards. That's evidence of why you spend a high draft pick on a receiver, isn't it, Charles?
It certainly is. His ability to make plays like that, and we've seen flashes of it from him so far in his rookie season. But also, it opens things up for the rest of the offense because they have to bring their attention to him as well.
On 1st and 10, here's Murray. Touchdown! Rondale Moore, 25 yards for the touchdown. And the Cardinals have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. The extra point splits the uprights, and it's now 21-7. The Cardinals set now to kick this one away, and off we go. And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but, Charles, they look up, and they're still down double digits, so you feel like just to keep pace, this drive probably needs to end in the end zone as well.
Yeah, and I think the best move for them is to not worry about how far they are down on the scoreboard, but to just remember the last drive and how it ended. Go ahead and try and repeat that. Then you can look at the scoreboard and see where this game is.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. The Cards get to him here. He's brought down for a sack. Isaiah Simmons getting by the offensive line and dropping the quarterback.
But defensively, they're doing everything they can to protect this early lead after giving up a touchdown on their last drive.
Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. A pretty wild first quarter. 21-7, our score. Second and 21, a lot of ground to cover. Back to throw. Looking for Cooper, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Marco Wilson. And the Cardinals are going to get the football here as he gets this up to the 38-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
After the turnover, here's Murray. To the right side, and he's got more complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line. A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. They go quickly here out to Moore. And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Third and 2, and here's Murray. Forced out to his left. Throwing left side, it's complete. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 15-yard line. Up the middle they go with Sanders. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Miles Sanders with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Cardinals take a 3-touchdown lead. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. The Cardinals setting out to kick this one away, and off we go. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. Well, still early in this one, Charles, but the last time this offense was out there, they threw their first interception of the ball game, so trying to avoid repeating that mistake here on this drive.
And to put a positive spin on it, at least it happened in the first half and not in a close game in the 4th quarter, but you're absolutely right, partner. One of the last things this offensive quarterback wants to witness again in this game.
Kind of an obvious question, Charles, but anything you try to avoid after. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Buda Baker with a pick, and the Cards are going to take possession of the football. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Here's Murray. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete.
That incompletion certainly slows things down a little bit and brings up a very important call for 2nd and long. What do? Run and try and get some yardage and make it 3rd manageable, or challenge the coverage again, hoping for a bigger gain?
Murray fighting, lost the football.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately, had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
So possession still theirs, but now they face a 3rd down. To throw is Murray. Over the middle, complete. It's Moore. And he is going to have a Cardinals 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Let's just call it what it is. This has been a flat-out struggle for this defense all game long. They've really had a hard time slowing them down. And while I'm not big on speeches and guys jumping up and down, they might need their team leader on defense to get in their face right now and light a fire under these guys. They got to start playing better assignment football and start getting guys on the ground.
Brings up 2nd landing.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Murray. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cardinals. Rondale Moore with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Cardinals are able to widen their lead here in this first half. Extra point right down the middle. And the route is on here in this first half. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
Fair catch. Made at the 25-yard line. The Niners take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. Tackle made there by Buda Baker.
On that play, it was the defensive front that won the battle. They out-leveraged the offensive line, got into the backfield, and held them to no gain.
Blitz forthcoming as he'll look to throw. On the move past the 40. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
Now that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This first half, it hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game.
And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Josh Jacobs with career touchdown number 70. And the 49ers get a bit closer. Extra point splits the uprights, and that'll cut the lead back down to 21.
49ers 14.
Following the touchdown, Rohrwasser handles the kickoff duties. And Moore, he's going to sit on this one, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Well, everything right now that they touch on this side of the football, it seems to turn to gold. They've scored on 3 straight possessions. That lead continues to grow, and I mean, if they can get points here, Charles, might almost be an insurmountable comeback for the other side.
I think you make a great case for that, so I'm going to flip it over to the other side. Could they make the big comeback? Certainly. Am I expecting it? Not at all. I think if we don't see a drastic change in how they're playing, this blowout's going to get
touchdown, Cardinals. I think it's fair to say there's nothing that gets a crowd to its feet quite like a big play, and that was something special there. Boy, was he moving.
And that's the kind of play where you have to kind of catch your breath afterwards. So just give me a second here, because when he shifted into high gear, he was an absolute blur out there. No substitute for speed. We talk about that all the time. The evidence was right there.
And the top speed he attained there, according to Next Gen Stats, 21.3 miles per hour. The Cardinals set now to kick this one away, and off we go.
Fair catch. Made at the 25-yard line. The Niners take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Buda Baker with a pick. And the Cardinals are going to take possession of the football. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his second season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the Niners 31-yard line.
On 2nd and 9, Murray. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. The 22 is the line to gain here on 3rd down. Murray now. That pass complete to Moore. And he is going to have a Cardinals first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Well, things are definitely going right for them here in the first half. Pick it down, any down, even third down, no problem. They get a connection there and pick up a fresh set of downs, continuing to move the ball.
The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number one.
And that's exactly what you want on a first down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. To throw, it's Murray. Touchdown, Cardinals. DeAndre Hopkins as the first half is winding down. And the Cardinals will extend their lead here just before halftime. Point after, right down the middle. And the route is on here in this first half. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away.
Their catch made at the 25-yard line. The Niners take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
13 seconds, the time remaining in the half as they come up on first down. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete. I hate to say it, Charles, but the way that he has played in this first half, you just kind of hold your breath every time he drops back to pass.
Yeah, you might be holding your breath, but those guys on the defensive side of the ball, they've got big smiles on their faces. He's handing out picks like the people just leave the candy out at Halloween and you take what you want. They're having a blast out there.
And the pressure will bring him down here. The Cardinals get home for the sack. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2.
Here we go, sack.
They'll throw now on the final play. He's got his receiver, Cooper. So we've reached halftime here in what is quickly turning into quite a rout as we send you cross-country to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports halftime report. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The 49ers going to have the football and trailing on the scoreboard as we get back underway on EA Sports. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And they have a mountainous deficit looming in front of them. It was really, Charles, a disaster of a first half. So where do they go from here?
Well, first thing they have to remember is that what's done is done and there's no going back. And now you have to play this drive by drive. Obviously, come back in this spot. Pretty unlikely, but you still have to go out.
And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, 49ers. Amari Cooper with career touchdown number 70. And the 49ers come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter. Extra point right down the middle. And that'll cut the lead down a bit to 28. Following the touchdown, Rohrwasser handles the kickoff duties. And no run back here for Moore. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. The first half definitely went their way, and this would seem to be a great opportunity to kind of put this game a little closer out of reach with a score here.
Yeah, and it's a wonderful opportunity for them, because if they can add 7 more to their lead before the other guys even see the football, that could be the decisive blow.
DeAndre Hopkins, he's all alone. Touchdown. DeAndre Hopkins, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Cards are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Taken at the goal line. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. The 40. Still going inside the 30. And they are not going to catch him. He's in. Touchdown, 49ers. It's been a back-and-forth game. A lot of points on the board. And that return right there kind of indicative of how this thing's gone.
Yeah, you've seen both teams go at it. And as you just pointed out, both of them have found the end zone. But just like in boxing, you know the blow that hurts the most? The one you didn't see coming. And that often is the case when it comes in special teams.
And we will not see an attempt to match that return touchdown, as this will be a touchback and bring it out to the 25. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
On 2nd and 12, Murray. He's got the connection to Moore. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49.
A gain of 26 yards. First down, Arizona.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Credit the sack to Fred Warner. That's their first time getting to the quarterback, sack number 1. And, you know, they had 5 last week, I'm remembering.
And you have to find a way to slow down the pass rush, not necessarily with just protecting your quarterback, but you show them a lot of different looks, and they did that in the first half. You know, different angles, different things to slow down the speed. They got to him here in the second half. Now they've got to come up with a counter to that and maybe do something different.
Going quickly out wide to Moore. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets it down to the 30 there. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And that's going to bring up 2nd down. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. And that one going to be off target and incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5. Murray going to throw. This is caught. Touchdown, Cardinals. A great play there. With his second TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Cardinals have taken a 5-touchdown lead. Point after, up and good. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Well, we're still in the third quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable now. Or win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles. But I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized. Oh, you can just see it in their body language. They're starting to see victory on the horizon now, and if it comes to fruition, they got to give a game ball to the front 7. Defensive line has taken charge and controlled this game. Face a challenge of stopping this opposing offense, and they've done so with ease.
Here comes the blitz as they look to throw. Under pressure, and they got to him again. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down. Went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. They'll drop to throw. Under pressure again, and down he goes again.
By Isaiah Simmons. A big loss on the play. Brings up 4th down.
They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Marco Wilson. And the Cards are going to take possession of the football. Well, that is now his 5th interception thrown in this game. And, Charles, you've got to tip your cap to this defense. I mean, they have been so impressive reading these passes, stepping in those lanes, and picking them off.
Yeah, sometimes the best offense is an excellent defense, and they've done exactly that. What do you think, partner? A season's worth of highlights in just 4 quarters? I think that's what we're seeing from this group.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
But these are the situations that really test the defense, those sudden changes. They're already inside field goal range to start the possession. Their goal now, keep it to a long kick, if indeed they end up trying one.
Back to the air on 2nd down, it's Murray. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after their last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get their momentum going again.
And that last penalty makes this 3rd down play a little more interesting. 3rd and 5.
Ace. Whoa.
Throwing now is Murray. And that will be incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
Moore, the man in motion. Murray sets to throw on 4th. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And now here is another interception. Picked up by Marco Wilson. And the Cardinals are going to take possession of the football. And that gives him now 3 interceptions in the game.
Well, someone's locked into what they're trying to get done in the passing game. When was the last time we had someone get 3 in a contest?
2011, wasn't it? Kurt Coleman?
Oh, yeah, that's
then
right.
With the Eagles?
That's right. Then with the Eagles, and I believe it's against Washington and Rex Grossman.
That's correct. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Play fake. Murray. 20. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. DeAndre Hopkins. 44 yards. And the Cardinals get another third-quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. The Cardinals set now to kick this one away, and off we go.
Their catch, made at the 25-yard line. The Niners take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. Well, it's a game that they would rather probably forget about, at least to this point, Charles. And one reason is turnovers. A turnover on the last drive. They had the issue in the first half as well, and that's really, unfortunately for them, helped to put this game out of reach.
And you know they won't admit it to themselves, but we know that winning the game is pretty much out of the picture now. So their bottom line is, how do they play a clean game the rest of this one, right? Take care of the football, no more turnovers, and see how that works.
So both offenses come to life here in this third quarter as this is shaping up for a good finish. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Let's go now.
They'll look to throw here on first down. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. We've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going. But at this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And it's going to be batted down. It will go the other way with a football. The Niners go for it, but it doesn't work out. And the Cardinal defense is going to get the football back. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Been a very strong performance for them, really, on both sides of the football. The turnover on downs, the most recent example, and now, obviously, they're in a great spot here.
Yeah, if you're over on the bench right now, you're shaking hands with your teammate, you're hugging him, giving a little dap. Been a big, big performance for them. Now you just don't get careless. Take care of the ball on the way out.
And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here. So they'll accept that penalty, and that'll, of course, move the football up the field. So this helps to start a drive. After the penalty, it'll be 1st and 5.
Hey. Hey.
Now Murray. Looking left side, that's caught by Moore. Yeah, he's got to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 23 yards on the play.
Tell you what, partner, the way he's been slinging it in this one, I think he should be ticketed for a baseball cap and a set of headphones for the next drive. He's been absolutely sensational. But one thing we've both learned about quarterbacks in this league, they often stay on the field longer than you expect.
And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the 32-yard line.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Murray, that one into the hands of Hopkins downfield. Touchdown! DeAndre Hopkins, 32 yards. And the Cardinals look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. Well, where our booth is here, we can see all of the writers to our left. And their post-game stories, Charles, they have been filed for some time because this game, boy, is it lopsided.
Yeah, we can see our guy Scoop. He's even got his fedora tipped over his face. I think he's taking a nap now. Nothing left to write for him, but how gratifying has it been for them to see what they've done in practice and carry it into a game and see the execution be so good. They've got to feel fantastic about what they've accomplished in this one.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Now, this game went off the rails early for them and never really got back on track. And these fans, they were expecting to be on the other side of the scoreboard. But that is not the case as we play on here in this 4th quarter. And they work this well upfield across the 45. They'll look to throw now on 1st down. Pressure comes, and the Cardinals bring him down. Well, they're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21. They'll look to throw. And my goodness, another interception. And they will score. It's a pick 6 for the Cardinals touchdown. No going for 2. They'll kick the point after. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And you can sort of sense their dejection. That last pick 6 put the icing on the cake, so to speak, in what has been a rough go for them. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
The frustration is definitely setting in because they've thrown it to him over and over, unable to come up with a catch thus far.
I think he knew he would have his challenges against his secondary. I don't think he saw a goose egg at this point in the game. He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. And now here is another interception. There he goes left side. And they will score. It's a pick 6 for the Cardinals touchdown. Point after try forthcoming. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run. So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. They'll look to throw. Under pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line. Blitz forthcoming as he'll look to throw. And my goodness, another interception. And the Cards are going to take over at their own 30-yard line. Yet another mistake after the interception there. And gosh, you look up at the scoreboard, they just got to be thinking this one cannot get over fast enough.
It certainly can't. And also what happens when you get this big of a deficit, you're supposed to make all the right throws, right? You're supposed to try and obviously get the ball to your own guys. But being down this big, you also take even more chances. And in this situation, that hasn't paid off for them at all.
On the other sideline, jubilation and laughter. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, here's Murray. DeAndre Hopkins making the catch. On the move past the 40. Now he's loose down the left sideline. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. So still throwing here in the fourth quarter with a pretty sizable lead. And now that lead even more sizable. And if nothing else here, CD, a chance to pile on some stats before this one wraps up. And he did just that.
Brandon, convention tells us it's time for them to get off the gas a little bit, right? But you and I both know the receivers don't want them to because, as you noted, this is their chance to pile on the stats. If they got their way, they try to get every single spot in the depth chart points before this game is over.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for them. And after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And that is incomplete.
Tough series for the passing game. Things just aren't clicking. Hopefully they can come through on this play and get this series back on track with a completion for enough yardage for a first down.
The Niners on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 10. And now here is another interception. And the Cardinals are going to take possession of the football. Well, partner, I got to tell you, I'm trying to think of something positive to say for this offense, but I'd have to be a spin doctor for that one. This has been a tough performance to watch.
And I think it's hard at this point to actually identify what's really gone wrong. I guess the catch-all is everything. Doesn't sound like real sharp analysis, but I don't have much else for you.
And the scoreboard just lopsided, and it's been ugly from the get-go. And that'll go for a gain of 18 on the keeper. First down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Cardinals, they've got the football here as we get you reset. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Shotgun now for Murray. And give him another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues. Now the try here for the extra point. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. The Cardinals set now to kick this one away, and off we go. No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, it's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And unable to connect, incomplete. I'll give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. And boy, another ill-advised throw there, as that will wind up incomplete.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
This is what defensive coaches ask of their defenders every single ball game. Get a hand on every throw in coverage. They want the deflections. They want the knockaways. Pick it yourself if you can, but at least knock it down and guarantee it's incomplete.
They'll look to throw again. The Cards get to him here. He's brought down for a sack. They'll look to throw here. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. Then the Cardinals will now take over with excellent field position. Back to throw it. Murray. Caught left side, Hopkins. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Extra point right down the middle. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. What do you do here down like this in this situation? Do you maybe just pick something out of the playbook you haven't called in a while, or you call it a day?
You can do that, or you pick something that's a staple for you and should work better and try and execute that on the way out the door, and maybe get back to base and feel a little bit better as you end a ball game that's been a frustrating one for you.
And we'll see if they go back to base. Here comes the blitz as they look to throw. The defense rising to the challenge and setting them back on the sack. And we've got a timeout. 9 seconds remaining. They'd like to avoid punting from their own end zone so they could use something here on 3rd down. Back to throw now in his own end zone. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock.
Well, he certainly thought he had a window to push that ball downfield, but as soon as he released the throw, the corner was there to slam that window shut.
The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
Let's get this thing started, baby. 60 Bison, 60 Bison. 19 shot, 19, 10 for 11, 10 for 11. Back to 60.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. Under pressure and down he goes in the end zone, and that's a safety. Things are just going from bad to worse now. It's a safety that does them in here, and that is one frustrated offensive unit.
They can't get out from under their own shadow right now. I mean, I know this is the NFL, but could you imagine a college crowd right now? Imagine what they'd be doing. They'd be chanting, "Start the bus," because they think this one is over.
So it's a win here for the Arizona Cardinals, and it was a game where they were off and running in the first quarter, Charles, and never looked back.
You know, partner, after a while, we always say the same thing, don't we? They set the tone early, right? They started fast. So I asked a few of my horse racing friends, do you have a term for me that we can use to cover that? And they said, yeah. When a horse breaks out like that, you say he caught a flyer out of the gate. And that's exactly what this team did today. I mean, they jumped out there, jumped on them, and were never headed.
So for the Cardinals, they climb back to 500 now at 3 up and 3 down. And they'll head back home next week to take on the Chicago Bears. Meanwhile, for San Francisco, the loss will drop them to 4-2 on the year. And they'll have a chance at redemption next week at home against...
Yeah. You're in the presence of the realest essence. I've been serving lessons since the days of my adolescence. On the Cypress block, young buck holding it like we knew it all. Not afraid to do it all. Matter of fact, I look back and do it all. I can remember the haters say the game will ruin y'all. What's that to me? Don't give about a hater. Let them like the in my paper. They call me Big Dog riding with the hillbillies. Cube bone stallion with the lips.